Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Turtlecast. It's Friday. So, I will answer all your questions. We'll check follow.com. And yeah, there are probably a lot of questions. As we started new season, I don't even yet have all necessary answers. I'm still working on some answers, so most likely I will not be able to answer every single question, but I will do my best. And welcome in the chat, Spiteful Angel. I'm Peaceful Gamer, Texan, Follow Tribute Music, Anyway, PDM, Matthew Delaney, Gunting, Rascal, Adefion Jack, I'm Peaceful Gamer, HPS, Wedunica, Stantol, Jamie Gorman, Aluful, Mr. Kill Jr., did I keep? Okay, I read those. And Azure Windpeer, welcome. Nice to see you all in here. I hope your grind for Legendary is going good. I'm making some progress, but not even halfway after scrapping 2000 plus Legendary items, so we are looking in another probably 8000 items to unlock everything. Therefore, it will take me a while. It will take me a while longer. Most likely until the end of this year, maybe even longer than that. We'll see how many legendaries can I farm. I was lucky to catch, off screen of course, when I was playing by myself, one eviction notice, so that was like 15 legendaries in 10 minutes, which is a good outcome. And I learned nothing from those. I scrapped them and there was no new mods, nothing. Not very lucky, not a very lucky lot. But what can you do? What can you do? There is nothing you can do about that. RNG is brutal on those. The learning chance and modbox drop chance very small. Therefore, patience is the only saving grace in here. We need time. Why is servers down? No, servers should be up. The area when I was playing, the servers were definitely up. I don't know if they're supposed to go down, but I did not notice any message, so probably not. I would say most likely no, they shouldn't go down. Let me check if there are any official announcements from Bethesda, and I will read them for you if you missed them. So let's see. Bethesda, where is your Discord, Bethesda? What's going on? Not friends. What? Servers. Oh, okay, that was out of the screen. Got it. I maximized, now it's on the screen. Okay. Oh, okay, I will show you that. There's additional missing patch nodes mentioned, so they have them in here. Let me switch the camera. So that's on the official Discord. Fix an issue which caused some players to get stuck when speaking with Alyssa during unlikely invitation. One of us quest fix. Surfboard shelves fixed. Some fence fixed. Oh, Vault 63 jetpack skin fixed. Stability improvements for PlayStation specifically. Are you on PlayStation? Did you notice any stability improvements with the latest patch? Is it better or worse? After implementation of stability improvements, let me know. No. Next announcement. The team is aware and looking into an issue with loot bags, such as meat piles not dropping. Thank you for your report so far. We'll update once we have more to share. So basically for now, that's very important announcement. When you are doing eviction notice or other events when there is a lot of legendaries, loot them instantly. The loot will disappear, sometimes very fast, depend how many enemies. More enemies on the map, the faster loot disappears. So you can pick it up, but only if you are fast. 2-3 minutes later, the loot will be gone and you will not get your legendaries. So that's very important. Loot instantly when enemies die. Don't wait. Don't wait, there will be no meat piles after the fight, there will be no loot at all. Therefore, yeah, loot instantly. This is very important bug. And lastly, another news. As we get closer to Followed Day and celebrating the All Things Followed, we have a request for you, our wonderful community. Record a video clip, 30 seconds or less, of yourself and tell us what makes Followed special for you. We will compile the best submissions and include them in fun video to celebrate Followed Day. Get all the details and submit your video here, and that is the link. Submission time ending 19th of September. If you are interested in submitting video like that, Dude, it's open right now. Back to the chat for a moment. I will answer your questions from Discord. Just after that, I'm just checking the chat if I didn't miss anything important. So there was no announcement about any maintenance. Nothing. So the servers should be up. Oh, you see some improvement on PlayStation. But still, there is always still work to do. But I'm happy that there is some improvement, so that's a good direction. That's good then. So some good news. And Wedunika confirms on PlayStation 5 more stable. Good. Still can crash, but less. Okay, that's good. Sometimes there is maintenance on screen when you are in game. It basically applies to the server being scrapped and new one placed. So you just log in on new server and everything is good. So the server maintenance is different thing than a game maintenance. Servers constantly go to maintenance. They have like about 1 day lifespan. After that, they need to be reset. Oh, there is a bug with ape regeneration. I didn't experience it, so that's good for me, I'm guessing. Yeah, I have a problem with losing some sound at the end of Atlantic City. It happened a couple times for me already. It's very annoying bug. It's present for a while. It's still not fixed. Alright, now to the Discord to answer more of your questions from over there. Angry Turtle, Turtle Army Discord, Ask the Turtle section. Let's go there. And let's see. Best way to use up legendary cores. Oh, that's... Best way is not to use them. So that question is out of date, unfortunately, already. Patch happened. Next, hello, Mr. Turtle. I want to know if you were always so charismatic and interesting to listen to. I have no idea, honestly. I find myself watching many of your live stream post original live, and I find them very entertaining to listen to while I do chores and such. Other times I do watch while I play Fallout as well. Thank you for being the voice of the wasteland. I appreciate that. I did not know that. I don't know. I never found myself like more than average interesting. Next. Since we have significant buff to all dot effects, can you test how armor dots combine with weapon dots? Strangler Heart's power armor mainly, with different kinds of weapon dots, Cremator and Burning Dot of modified Gatling laser are most interesting. Will dots cancel each other or damage will combine? They will combine. Strangler Heart power armor may return as best damage-wise, especially on long boss fights. Also, will multi-shot weapons multiply dot effects for armor and on weapons like Peppa Shaker? No, they shouldn't, although I didn't test if maybe by accident some of them could. But they shouldn't. Generally, the dots should not be multiplied. They were doing whatever they can to stop that from happening, so you shouldn't be able to stack the dot. That's the idea. Are there any exceptions? There was not enough time to test everything for me yet, so I don't know. My game updated. Should I try to play? Yes. No point until they announce that servers back online. Oh, that's okay. I wonder how many things they have changed and decided they didn't need to mention in the patch notes. A lot. Hi Turtle, could you please explain how to upgrade a weapon from 2 stars into 3 stars without losing the first and second star effects? I have anti-armor damage and wanted to add, thank you. You just add for 15 modules, it will not change anything. The new legendary crafting system do not roll. There is no random effects with new legendary crafting system. So you don't need to worry, they will stay, it will just add turret effect that will be temporary random until you install the mod. So this way, that's the only way when something random can be added, but cannot be re-rolled. There is no more re-rolling per se. You can add random effects to non-legendary weapon, or you can add missing random effect, but you cannot randomly change effect. That was removed as it was confusing and people were upset accidentally erasing good effects in the past when rolling for a 3-star when they were thinking just an upgrade. So that was changed and that's no longer the case. It doesn't do that anymore, which is good. Is it possible to craft unstoppable monster scrap and get bloodied? A friend tried to do it and got nothing. It is possible, but you may need to craft 100 unstoppable monsters or more to get bloodied from it. The odds are 1% per star. So in theory, 100 of them will give you 100% if you would add percentages, but you know how the random chance work. It may be earlier than 100, or it can be more. On average, it's 100 scraps with bloodied to get bloodied. Next, Turtle, did the cremator get nerfed? Yes, was having unusual trouble with overgrown in expedition. Before today, all the overgrown in set expedition were one shot with cremator. Oh, that's two things you are talking about. A, cremator was nerfed indeed by a little bit. B, expedition enemies have been fixed to do not take crazy high damage from dot. So they no longer dot fragile. They, like any other enemy, you will not kill them instantly with dot like it used to be. They were fragile to dot, they are no more, it supposedly was a bug. I was hoping it was a feature, it wasn't. Scratchy. Oh, that's just answers. Okay, so I already said answers. Let's skip. King. Turtle, with the new update, what's better for the cremator? Instigating 25 while aiming or blooded 25 while aiming? And also, will you be testing explosive Gauss minigun and explosive plasma caster? Thanks for everything. So I heard that instigating currently works better than intended. So it may be best, but I would not say it's permanent thing, as you know how it is with all the things like that. They may fix it with next patch. So I would say overall blooded 25 while aiming is the best, but for today it may be instigating. If you have like spared box mods, legendary, you can always swap if they change anything, so you are free to go. But yeah, that's all I have in the topic. Next. Hello Turtle. Was there any testing done to see if higher luck, intelligence, or charisma change the rate of learning or getting modbox while scrapping legendary weapons and armor? Thanks for the feedback. No, I did not do any specific testing, but regardless with what kind of character I was scrapping, if I was scrapping in power armor, which means no unyielding effect, or when I'm scrapping in my unyielding set, I don't see any difference. So the same from data miners, the drop chances are fixed. And my experience seems to confirm that, so it doesn't really matter. Scratch is saying the same thing. I see the legendary mod boxes appear in the mods inventory section. I tried to modify a weapon menu and I can't tell if the highlighted options are from mod boxes I have or from mods I've learned. From mod boxes you have. The mods you learned, you need to craft mod boxes. How can you tell which legendary mods you've already learned? You go to Tinker's Workbench and there is legendary mods category, and then you can see what you can craft. You can see it there. Does explosive work on Tesla? It does not, although it can be equipped. You can install it, but it will have no effect, so don't do that for now. I do plan to do more investigation about explosive, what it can possibly work or not. The one exception where explosive works great, even though in theory it shouldn't work at all, are Gauss weapons. They already explosive by nature, but you can add explosive and it works and it adds the damage. So that's the exception, which is putting Gauss minigun on the top spot for heavy guns now. Does anyone know if Cavalier helps with the self-inflicted damage from Nuka grenades? Yes, as long as you are sprinting in the moment of explosion. What is a better option after the latest update for a stealth commando? A blooded weapon, anti-armor one? I think for bosses we could be leaning for anti-armor one, as bosses have close to 2k resistance. Although more testing is needed, it was not done yet by me, so that's just a suggestion that it is possible that anti-armor will be better. The testing still needs to be done. Okay, Turtle, I saw last night that you tested the TSC Gauss minigun with explosive prefix and you saying it has the highest DPS than blooded. Does all two-shot weapons with explosive prefix better than blooded? For example, A two-shot cremator and a two-shot plasma caster are those the god roll weapons to seek after now. Thanks for everything. So, to answer your questions, no, it's not that two-shot got better at all. It's double explosive effect on the Gauss weapons. This is what puts two-shot on top, only for Gauss weapons. Does not apply to other. Of course, best for launchers, but I'm not sure if it will work on cremator, as cremator already has equivalent mods as a barrel option. So I'm not sure. I didn't test cremator. I didn't try to force it with two-shot, but it possibly will not work. I don't know if anyone tried, but it is high chance it will not work. Hey Turtle, what legendaries have you learned so far? I cannot tell you top of my head. you will need to wait until Saturday livestream. I learned 30 something. Also, is there a problem with Grenadier and Demo Expert with explosive weapons? I don't think it works with Tenderizer as well. The Grenadier works. The explosions are visually smaller than they used to be, that was intended and it's in the patch notes. I'm pretty sure Demo Expert works too as I'm using it. You will need to tell me what context it doesn't work, like specific example you are talking about. Next, hello. I have found something interesting. For making Unstoppable Monster Blooded effect on first star, you need 2 Deathclaw hands. When you equip Scrapper and Super Duper perks, you will get yours 2 hands back from scrapping. Chance to learn Blooded Plan, and when you craft Unstoppable Monster again, it is a chance to get 1 extra. I have multiplicate my Unstoppable Monster this way from 10 to almost 50 right now, and I didn't kill any Deathclaw on the way. Oh, cool to know. So accidentally you can use Super Duper with those legendary perks. That was probably not intended, but good to know that it works with them. Well, that's definitely a good method to get some extra. Doubling up the profits. I agree. Does Cremator work with two-shot? Oh, that's a good question. I didn't try. I don't think so. On PTS it was not. I don't know now, as it's not everything exactly the same. How does the Peppa Shaker compare to other spin-up weapons now that shotguns have gotten increased damage to limbs and the Peppa Shaker can be increased damage to limbs? They got nerfed, like shotguns got nerfed. They're not better, they're worse. Is the Peppa Shaker better than Plasma Gatling? It is not. It's significantly, every shotgun is significantly worse than it was. The only shotgun that still performs good is the Cold Shoulder. That's the only one. The last man standing, Cold Shoulder. Nothing else. Nothing else is there. Do the mutated party packs have the updated loot pool with the new update? I think they're supposed to have, but I don't know. And last one. Hi IT, I just wanted to point out some bugs in this new update for your platform, so we get fixed soon hopefully. Turbo fertilizer not working from collector, but if you craft, it works. Oh. Interesting. Loot despawning. So the other one Bethesda is already aware of. The first one, first time I hear from you, so that's new. And lastly, irradiated places stop AP regen, they say. Is that true? I don't know. I didn't experience that personally, but it's possible. I don't know. Around the fissure sites, my AP regen was okay. Maybe in the nuke zone. I was not in any nuke zone. It's not really needed. Like usually visit in nuke zones are not needed. So I don't know that. That's all I have to all your questions. I hope it helped. Let me jump to the chat now. Switching to the chat. Let's see if there are some extra questions in the chat. And then we go on follow.com. There is one new article there. Oh, Davina, your spouse learned Blooded after first scrap? That's the luck. That's what we call a luck. Did he try a lottery after? Maybe a couple of $1 million to go hand by hand with this luck. Okay. If you ask any questions earlier and they're no longer on the first page of the chat, ask them again, as I will not be able to catch up with all the text. How long until Bethesda will release a hotfix? We don't know. Unfortunately, I expect it is possible that they will do it together with Caravan update. Can I craft quad? Not yet. Quad, a two-shot, and anti-armor I'm still missing, but I can craft blooded. Yeah, currently you can apply almost any effect on anything, but it doesn't always work. For example, quad can be applied on single-shot weapons, but that just makes them unable to fire at all. So don't do that. Don't put quad on single shot. It is live community bug reports, yes. Can you scrap Under Armour to get mods? No, Under Armour is not legendary. And plans for modifications of Under Armour need to be purchased. How to add freestar? Just add it. There is an option. It will not reroll anything. There is no more rerolling, so you don't need to worry about it. What is the best vampire weapon in the game? The faster attack, the better. Every weapon with fast fire rate. Multi-shots do not work anymore. Auto-axe is great with vampire. In my case, that's the best vampire weapon. What? Stantol, your first 10 scraps, you got blooded and anti-armor? Wow, you lucky, I still don't have anti-armor. What do they do to shotguns with the nerf? They directly nerf explosions on the Gauss shotgun, and they remove multi-projectiles from working with effects like Vampire, Enforcer, and so on, making shotguns way worse than they used to be. Craft Nuka Launcher to learn two-shot. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you, Jesus, for you. I probably should do that. I have no more modules, but after I will get some modules, I should probably do that to learn my two-shot. Just Nuka Launchers. Yeah, that's true. The named legendaries can be absolutely used to learn legendary modules, legendary mod boxes. On your PlayStation 4 modules did not transfer over. Did you check your stash box and junk category? Not scrapbox, stash box. That's where mine were, and I forgot. And I was looking in scrapbox and I couldn't find them. They were in my stash box under junk category. Oh, Cookie Chris, thank you a lot for $5. Appreciate that. And the message is good luck everyone with your scrapping. Thank you. Oh, and Spiteful Angel, 10 memberships. Thank you very much, Spiteful Angel. And those goes to Michael Atkins, Skunk6669, Console Peasant, David T's Ninja ZXR, Manimus95, Vivian Hodkinson, Benjamin Jansen, Steve Fields, Ben Salami. Welcome to Turtle's Army, and may the shell be with you. And now, let's jump to the article from Bethesda. This time around, it will be article for new players, so we'll be ranking it for Bethesda. Let's switch the camera. Here we go. New Player's Guide to Multiplayer in Fallout 76. So that's for multiplayer. Let's see what we'll learn. Teamwork makes the dream work. Good start. So what kind of things can you do as a team? Good news! Everything in Fallout 76 can be done with a group of friends. And everywhere you go, you will find players like you just trying to survive in the wilderness of Appalachia. You can go it alone when you want to, but there is fun to be had and advantages to working together with friends. Let's look at everything multiplayer you can get up to in Fallout 76. Alright, let's see what we can get up to. And multiplayer, honestly, I need to add it from myself. That's what makes Fallout 76 the best Fallout for me personally. That's what I was always missing. NPCs designed by Bethesda are amazing. They have stories, everything. But there are NPCs, and it cannot be hidden by any means. You will know those are only NPCs. When you play with other peoples, you know they are people. Even if you don't communicate, if you see players running around, you know those are real people. And that makes the difference for me personally. I know the world is alive. Teams. There are two kinds of teams, public teams and private teams. All teams can have up to 4 players at a time and are accessible through the social menu. Find the social menu in the world map. While private teams require an invitation, public teams are open to all. So don't be shy, joining a team, public or private, has many benefits. You can share pair cards, experience, and caps with your teammates. With a public team, you get a boost on your adventures, and teams don't require you to be in the same location as your teammates. Spread out or stick together, you will still reap the rewards. You can also share instance locations and quests, should you or your teammate need help. Teams are also a great way to get around. You can fast travel to your teammates' camps and survival tents for free. There are a few different kinds of public teams, each with different benefits. For example, a daily ops team would get extra experience when completing daily ops, and an events team get extra experience by completing events. Join a casual team for an intelligence and experience boost. Okay, this is a good, quick, and the important info, so I'm giving for this one, even though you could talk more, but they include the essence and the most important. They said which one for experience boost. So 5 out of 5 turtles for the team's guide. Now events. You've joined an events team, but what are events? Events are quests that occur throughout Appalachia independently from story quests. Some events are triggered just by going to a location, but others, like public events, occur periodically. Events reward players with loot like legendary weapons. Oh, that's it. Okay, I mean, quick, to the point, without unnecessary explanations, but I would add 1 or 2 sentences, like go more in depth, that events drop. Like, they said about rewards, but some events are essential to unlocking some rewards, so I will give only 4 out of 5 turtles for this one. It could have been said a little bit more. Seasonal events. Seasonal events are events that happen during a specific period, like during the Mothman Equinox or Graham's Meat Cook. Keep an eye on the latest Fallout 76 news on our website to find out when our events start. Special event-themed rewards are given out for completing seasonal events such as Mothman plushies and other cool camp items. Again, a little bit more could have been included about importance of unique plants that you are getting from those events and how you cannot usually get them in other means, so yeah, 4 out of 5 turtles again. Daily Ops. Daily Ops are repeatable instance dungeon-based activities and are randomized every day. We recommend joining a Daily Ops public team of 2 or more players to complete this advanced content. Rewards are given out depending on your completion time. And that's probably enough about Daily Ops. They're not super important, so that's the essence. 5 out of 5 turtles again. PvP. Okay, let's see this one. After reaching level 5, you can engage in PvP. You aren't required to participate in PvP, and we suggest that you turn on pacifist mode when you are just starting out in Fallout 76. I actually suggest pacifist mode at all times, unless you want to engage in PvP with someone. That's only exception when you should switch it off. To start dueling with another player, you just need to fire a warning shot at them. Usually you do fire a warning shot up, not at them, but in case of Fallout, this is actually accurate. If they respond in kind, you will begin to do damage to each other. This only includes the 2 players who are engaged in PvP. Eliminating another player in PvP will award you some of their caps and any junk they are currently carrying. You're most likely to encounter PvP when you are scouring workshops, so make sure you are prepared to take on your fellow Appalachians. If you die in PvP, you can even choose to respawn immediately in the area to get your revenge. Okay, unfortunately, very important information is missing, that you can be killed around workshops when you are taking them, even if your pacifist mode is on. So they should include that workshops are PvP areas, when you can always get killed if you are on a workshop and you are there. That's not included. Second, should be some mention that PvP is not generally recommended and it doesn't work well. But I understand why they didn't include this particular sentence that would be against the essence of the PvP. What can I give it for that? It's not like PvP itself is bad. Explanation for PvP catches the basics, important aspects completely missing. Here, unfortunately, I'm forced to give 2 out of 5 turtles, only 2. This one is definitely insufficient. And lastly, expeditions. One way that Fallout 76 expands the world and lore of the game is through expeditions. Expeditions are instanced, missions in locations outside of Appalachia that players can access through the world map. In the pit, travel to and explore the ruins of Pittsburgh, and get caught up in the dispute between the Union and the Fanatics faction. Atlantic City takes you to the glitzy remains of Atlantic City's boardwalk in New Jersey and get embroiled in the Russo family dramas. You must complete the Responders Reborn quest to start going on expeditions. I think that's sufficient explanation, as you will figure out everything when you start doing expeditions. So, I will give them one more 5 out of 5 turtles after this poor 2 turtles for PvP section. I hope you agree with me. This is my ranking of New Player's Guide to Multiplayer in Fallout 76 by Bethesda. Back to chat now. Okay, if you still have any questions, please let me know. Now I'm looking at the chat. You're still not getting legendary mods. You need to scrap a lot of legendaries. And sometimes the pop-up do not show up, I noticed. So always check your mod section in your inventory. Maybe you have some and you do not know. Oh, they should have mentioned that seasonal events occur on the top of the hour every hour. Yeah, they didn't mention that. That's true, that should be mentioned. The best sneaking armor, I have a video about it. The best sneaking armor is a mixture of Unyielding and Chameleon. Although with ability to add more agility through a second star, it is probably Chameleon with extra agility. And of course Covered Scout. Covered Scout the best. I'm talking about legendary effects, Covered Scout. I should have videos about it, comparing and showcasing how it works. Yeah, quite often Bethesda is missing some details. They're not very good with details in this aspect, but that's okay, we'll forgive them. I didn't test if Dot works with anti-armor now. It wasn't previously, I'm not sure if that changed. I didn't try 2-shot on Cremator yet. Union is still the best armor, power armor, yes. Even with endurance power cards. The carry weight. The carry weight is like amazing. And some enemies do more poison damage now, so extra poison resistance can help. The reload speed smelly weapon worth keeping? Probably not. Yeah, what I'm looking for my power armor is Overeater strength weapon weight reduction. But at this moment I have 3 pieces of Overeaters and 2 pieces of Troubleshooters, and I will probably keep that as that helps with imposter events. Events still show course as potential rewards. Yeah, they need to update it with legendary modules. Question. If you learn how to craft a mod, can you mass produce them for sale? If you can afford it, you know that crafting them requires rare ingredient plus legendary modules. So mass production is quite questionable unless you have unlimited resources for that. Turf of Gauss with explosive is amazing here. Gauss with explosive may be possibly the number 1 heavy gun. About the shotgun, it will perform decent, but still not as well as it was before the update. Endurance, yeah, endurance is really good, but I value strength for melee damage and carry weight. I do run high endurance as a base, to be honest, so I don't really need to boost it with armor. Although, yeah, if you want to be a super tank, endurance on 2nd star is your choice. Oh, chess is for you. Thank you a lot for 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate that. And those goes to the infamous Sin, Grim 1507, Nang Chang, CP3, and 1K Cats. Welcome to Turtle's army, and may the shall be with you. Thank you a lot, chess is for you. The best way to get modules now is running Imposter event, running the Brahmin event, you know, the one that you escort the Brahmin. And what else was, I think, Colossus. Those give the most modules. Of course, Lanic expeditions give you always 1 to 2 modules, so that's very efficient too. In addition to all the power armor. To all the legendary gear, not power armor. Ideal power armor setup for encrypted. Full set of troubleshooters. You don't need any more after that. Robots cannot puncture full set of troubleshooters. You are basically immune to them with troubleshooters power armor. The new best weapons post-patch, so far from my experience, Auto Axe, absolute number 1. Then Gauss minigun, really good. I don't know what else will be there, but we'll see. Oh, anyway, you started Imposter, only 1 person show up? That's odd. I always show up there for those modules, but good that you managed to finish it. That's why you sometimes need this troubleshooter set. If you need to solo this event, it's way easier with troubleshooter's power armor. It's hard without it. New update, is it possible for quad explosive Tesla? You can craft it, but explosive will not work. So in theory, you will have it, it will not do anything. Oh, Gauss pistol with 2-shot explosive will be probably really good too. Yeah, extra carry weight is very handy. I like extra carry weight from strength. What legendaries on Gauss minigun? 2-shot and explosive. That's exception, by the way. Other weapons don't perform the best with this setup. When they release 4 stars, I think the 4-star effects will be something completely new. They will not reuse existing ones. But we just don't know what that would be. Auto-Axe Electrified, because Electrified works with science perks if you care about damage. AP Refresh for Endurance, that's depend. If you If you really need this AP refresh, you can keep it. If you don't, then yeah, add endurance. Endurance is more universal. All right. So I think I answered all your questions. Therefore, we'll be heading for the members sections now. Everyone else, I will be doing legendary crafting again tomorrow evening. Another session because Merma is still having a sale, so I'm farming some script now to be ready to buy a 2-star legendary armor tomorrow. I noticed 2-star is the best option, like the value proposition to unlock those essential strength and endurance mods for my armor. It's hard, it's really hard, but with 2 stars there is a chance, and I already have Sentinel Cavalier unlocked, so I don't need 3 stars. And that being said, thank you a lot for being here. See you all tomorrow. Members, see you on the member hangout. And for now, Turtle out. Bye!